My next guest has wanted to be on this show for the last 8 years we've been doing it, and he really has accomplished absolutely zero in horse racing, sort of up until now. And in fact, he feels he's done such a good job in his first year as the president and CEO of NYRA, he's awarded himself a red jacket. Let's give a big hand to Dave O'Rourke. Talk right into the mic, Dave.
Thanks for finally having me on. And squeezing me in.
Yeah, I'm squeezing you in, right? So the red jacket, what do you think you've done to... I mean, if you were going to give yourself a grade for your performance so far in your first 6 to 8 months and your first summer in Saratoga, what would it be?
I found it in the closet.
The red jacket?
Yeah.
Really? Just happened? You had nothing to wear? You just picked up the red jacket by accident?
Yeah, it was next to a few other things.
You think with the red jacket it'll got it done? Chad was saying to me, boy, I just missed out on that red jacket. You know, maybe you
Actually,
could...
I'm wearing the last one.
So I want to know, what grade would you give yourself for your first 6 to 8 months as NYRA president and CEO?
I'd had a passing grade. It's pass-fail.
It's pass-fail?
Yeah,
really?
pass.
So you think you've passed?
So far.
Okay.
So far.
So you're on actually quite a honeymoon. Actually, people still like you, right?
Well, they don't see me out with you as much, so that's helped.
You're out without me, from what I hear.
Yeah. Actually, just to be here. I mean, the meet's been great. Actually, we've had a great meet. The 5 days, I think it's worked out. Everyone seems to have had a good time. Racing's winding down now, but you kind of don't want to go home, right? I don't know how you feel.
But you might, but I don't.
The season's ending, but it's like you don't want to leave. I mean, this has got to be one of the top best towns, top 10 in the country.
It's an amazing
place. It really
is. Dave's not just saying that. I mean, because we've been spending a lot of time together since you started working at NYRA, and we appreciate Saratoga a lot. You did before anybody knew who you were.
Yeah, no, it's I got introduced to Saratoga through racing, so I had never actually been here before about a decade ago. But it's just a beautiful city. Everything about it, everything works. It just does. I mean, you had the benefit of growing up here, so you're coming home every year.
Right.
But for me, it's just you just look forward to now. It's mid-July, so It's all good.
Well, I mean, we uproot our lives, a lot of people do, to come to Saratoga. In a lot of cases, that would be a chore, but not coming to Saratoga. It's not a chore.
No.
It's a chore leaving.
No, I mean, yeah, now that we're not in the same office, it's actually a lot better.
I think I should move into I've shared an office with Dave for the last 5 years, but now that you're a big shot, you have that office. You don't think I should share? You've got Martin Panza next door. How could you not have me next door? How much worse could it be?
Well, when I came into racing, I came into it cold. So I knew nothing about the sport. I came in through, I was a consultant, and I came in about 11 years ago, exactly, actually. And what I always tell people who come into this game is you have to humble yourself. You have to really, like, everyone who's involved in the game, they're willing to talk, they're willing to teach, but you have to come in with an open mind and be willing to learn. And one of the benefits I had was having Andy sit next to me for 6-7 years in the same office, and through osmosis, because he doesn't shut up. I think everyone kind of.
Your daughter said that yesterday, right? The guy who never shuts up.
Over time, it just you learn by listening, really, and what it comes down to. And I owe you a lot for that. I'll give you that.
Well, I appreciate you listening, and you learn from a lot of people at NYRA, like Glenn Kozak, who you spent a lot of time with.
Yeah, Kozak, Chad. It's the list goes on. Like everyone's willing to give you their input. Everyone wants the game to move forward. Dale even said it. I mean, everyone really does. They root for each other, and we're all part of a family in a sense. But families fight too. We had an interesting meeting the other day with the trainers. So it's all very, like, everyone's got the same objective. It's to move the sport forward. And Tony Alivato's in the back somewhere with what he's doing with television. I mean, I can't give credit enough to the people that I work with. I mean, I have this position, and I'm honored to have it, but it's about the team, and it's about all the talent around me and what you're able to do. Like this show, like you did this on your own. Like you and John put this show together, and this is like a big part of the experience up here. So I'll give you credit for that.
Appreciate that. He's referring to my partner in the show, John Angelos, who produces the show. And John and I dreamed up this show probably 10 years ago or so, and we always wanted to do it, and we finally made it happen. But I agree. I mean, a lot of things we've done in TV, and it's funny, I was mentioning on the show today, The Stretch. that's something that you did that you never took credit for. Now that you're president, we can give you some credit for it. But you saw something in Saratoga where there was space that just wasn't being utilized, and
Yeah.
try to create something new.
Yeah, we were master planning back in, I guess it was like '08, roughly, with Charlie Hayward. And they were looking at building a building at the, basically at the top of the stretch, a separate building that would have a different experience, more like a casual level, high-end casual. But then you started looking at the building, there's like, except for Travers Day and a few weekends, there's no one at the end of the building. So why not incorporate it into the building and try a new format? I've never been, I was actually sitting to some folks that have clubhouse seats. There's different experiences. Like the stadium seating, there's people enjoy that. But as you move further down the grandstand, they weren't buying them. So we pulled kind of like social boxes together, and it seems to work.
Yeah, it seems to have been very popular, and it's nice. Your kids are here. Are your kids able now to tell their friends when they say, what does your dad do? Can they explain to them that he runs a horse race track? Kind of an odd job,
Actually, there's
right?
a funny story. When my son was younger, he was in school, and he was trying to explain what his dad does, and he somehow it came out as he goes to the horse track and bets all day.
That is what you do. Come on.
Actually, I can't. I'm not very good at it.
No, but Dave is actually claiming that he's going to come on Talking Horses with me.
No, I will. I will.
When? This winter at Aqueduct, do you think?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Listen, I'm all for it. So now that you're in Saratoga, and it's rumor time, right, in Saratoga. The meet's coming to a close, and people have us starting after the Belmont next year, beginning of July. Can you at least tell people that whatever we might do, we haven't made any real decisions about anything?
We're going to open in April.
Right after the Wood Memorial? First thaw?
Actually, the big decision will be, what should the dark days be? Should they be Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday? And we're going to come back up in October and speak with the business community and really take the numbers from Saratoga, because from the track side, I like A and B testing, so I would like to actually test the other format next year, that being running on Monday, dark on Wednesday. But I really want to just get the input. We'll make the decision whatever's best for the economy up here, really.
Anybody care? Monday versus Wednesday? You want to run on Monday? No, they've got a very mixed thing. I think the point that Dave is making is you try them both. You see which one works better.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't hurt.
Running 6, we had an excuse this year in terms of there's construction going on in Belmont for the next 2 years, so we wouldn't be able to do it. We have to get out of the way, but it would have been more and more difficult with the inventory out there. So a 5-day format works for us. It's just which version of it.
We got to go, Dave. Dave O'Rourke, new president of NYRA. Thanks so much for joining us.